Good day, podcast community. I'm Pete Kane, Podcast Pete. You're looking at the 5 major trends. These are mega trends. These are big trends. These are generational trends. These are the best opportunity for you to create generational wealth if you recognize them. You got to lean in, you got to know what they are, and you got to keep pursuing because the opportunity flies fast. Well, who does Google say you are? That's our title. And what is your opportunity today? Today. 3 ways to create generational wealth. First, you got to understand the trends. There's a whole video on these 5 trends, and you can search my YouTube channel and find them. But I'm going to go through quickly 3 of them so you can put the focus on it, and we're going to have 3 strategies for you to win now. Okay, so the digital asset revolution. You don't have to go very far to realize that people like Daniel Priestley with key person of influence is changing the mindset of what you have to do as a person. You have to be a key person of influence, meaning people buy from people. They don't buy from companies. So if your company doesn't have a person that's leading the charge, like Daniel Priestley is leading the charge for Score App and the entrepreneurial revolution, and talking about 7-11-4, which is people have to consume 7 hours of you. They have to make 11 buying signals. A buying signal is raising your hand saying, I'm interested. And there's various ways. That was made popular by Google with the 0 moment of truth. They have to see you on 4 different platforms: a book, a video, a podcast, a short form video on Instagram, a post, a white paper, a master class. Things that people see you in different areas. When that happens, the brain shifts to know, like, and trust. So we're in a global revolution of businesses, entrepreneurs who are creating content, not consuming it. You have to be a creator in this new economy. That's what entrepreneurship is now. Certainly, there's other types of entrepreneurship, but the creators, go Google yourself. Then Google me. You can put Podcast Pete, you can put Pete Kane, you can put Kennesaw, you can put anything, but Podcast Pete will probably do the trick. Then you Google yourself. That gap between my profile and yours is your opportunity. People used to think, well, they still do, that a LinkedIn profile and a website and maybe one other site is enough. It isn't. You have to dominate the first page of Google. You have to dominate it with content, podcasts, videos, short form videos, content that people can consume. They go to your website, they see one video, a nice, beautifully produced one video. That's not enough. If that's a beautiful 1 minute, that's a little less than 7 hours. So you got to give them what they want. You are the opportunity. You are the magic. Anything's possible if you recognize these trends and you recognize your strategy you need. You have to have a strategy today. I can go into that in a different video or a different podcast, but you have to have a strategy. And creating digital content on a regular basis, like Daniel Priestley's doing, because he's supporting who he is. He and his organization at Dent is creating a dent in the world because he's leading the charge. Then individuals in his group are creating content. They are becoming a key person of influence within his community. Everybody has an identity online, and your Google identity is who you are. You can say who you are, but Google tells you who you are. And that's changing rapidly. So what will be the strategy 2 years from now? Who knows? But you always got to be pivoting. You always have to be aware of what's going on. So if you're out there and you're thinking, there really is 5 megatrends, there really is. You got to lean into it. Your responsibility is in your branding, your strategy. The magic is you, and anything is possible because you understand the digital assets. Every single asset you put out there digitally is an asset, like you're planting a flag in the universe or in the world. People from all over the world, it's going to shift very quickly to where 80% of your revenue is going to come digitally, and whatever your other job opportunity business is, it'll be 20%. So if you look at your digital strategy, are you creating 80% of your revenue from digital? Do you have an online course? Do you have a podcast? Do you have a book? Do you have assets? Are you protecting your assets? Like Daniel Priestley says. And if you're not, you got to check out Richard Reimer. He's in Atlanta. He spoke at our last event. I've had him on my podcast. He talks about protecting your assets, and you have to protect them. Without assets, you have no value. You have to plant that flag in the ground. You have to protect that asset. You have to protect your name. You have to protect your properties, your international properties, IP, trademarking, copywriting. Those are critical in the digital age that we're in. So create content. Give people an opportunity to consume 7 hours of you. Make 11 buying signals and see you on 4 different platforms. When that happens, magic connects them to you. And we're talking lots of content. You can't just put one video out there. So if you look and you go, oh man, I have this one video showing up on first page. You got to dominate first page. You got to own it. Own it for your brand. And when you own it for your brand, you're on your way to giving people an opportunity to know who you are, what you do, and how you serve them. So the first thing is understanding the trend, understanding that we're in a digital revolution. Understand as an entrepreneur, we're in the entrepreneurial revolution and we're global. We're no longer in your backyard. No longer will you do business just here, like in Kennesaw, where I am. It's global. It's global, and you have to think global. And the reason you have to think global because you're a creator. You're creating assets, and you're creating it in such a way that somebody halfway around the world, like in the Philippines, where we have a team, they can enjoy your content. Look at YouTube. Go Google my name and put YouTube in there. I don't know how many, I think it's 600 at this time, but we're just getting started. There's plenty of short form videos. We haven't even exercised our social media amplification, but we've created the content. Now the strategy, because each person needs a strategy. And I'm going to give to you here in just a short view our ecosystem, our 10 steps, our scalable model that you can participate in, because each step, starting with the first step, is assessment, which is Daniel Priestley. Then you go into the second step, which is digital, podcast, online courses, assets, creating them, having a system for creating it. And you got to move fast. If you don't move fast because of the fourth trend listed here, AI, your competition will fly by you. They will fly by you like you're standing still. If they are using AI in their business and they know how to leverage it, you don't have a chance. You can look at the national championship game last night. Today is the 21st of January. Ohio State played Notre Dame. Going in, Ohio State had the horses. Everybody had them, and I think they were a 9-point favorite. Notre Dame played an awesome game. Came really close, 8 points, 1 touchdown and a 2-point conversion. However, when you go in with leverage, horses, talent, you have an advantage. And that's the advantage you have if you understand that technology is going to drive your business. It's going to give you the horses in your race. It's going to give you the advantage over your competition. And my partner, Jeff Bourgeois, has a free course for you. So you can go to pkane.me/AI. Let me give this to you. So, okay. There we go. You get a free course at pkane.me/AI. Learn how to leverage AI in your small business, because this will change how you approach your business, will give you the speed, the value you can create in the marketplace. Take his course, take it, learn it, apply it to your strategy. When you do that, you start to recognize, as Michael Saylor always says in a lot of his content, is it's on a need to learn, a need to know. You have to know about these trends. You have to want to learn more about these trends. If you wake up one day and you go, what the heck happened to the world? It changed, and you're on the outside looking in. A lot of people say 30% of our workforce will be displaced. Where do you want to be? Do you want to be in the 70% that looked ahead, that needed to learn the 5 strategies, the 5 mega trends, that needed to create digital assets, needed to understand you're in a creator's entrepreneurial revolution? Crypto, it's the first perfect currency we've ever seen in our lifetime. That's where you're going to get generational wealth, because you buy and you hold. Nobody can manipulate it. Nobody can print more dollars. We print more dollars, the value goes down and the inflation goes up, and your buying power goes down. But with Bitcoin, 21 million coins, can't produce anymore, so the value is going to continue to go up. Is it volatile? Yes. Whenever you go from when you move from one trend to another, when you have a revolution of a perfect currency, there's going to be volatile because everybody's thinking, where are they going to put their money? I remember it was on a video, and people were asking Michael Saylor, why hasn't Warren Buffett jumped on the bandwagon? It's on a need to know. If you're already a billionaire, are you looking for the latest trends? Not really. And I don't know what his age is, but he's probably close to 90. Are you looking like you are, like saying, what can I leverage that other people aren't aware of? He's not thinking that way. He's already got his financial wealth. He's already has his strategy. His crypto, I remember not too long ago, a year or two, he wouldn't invest in technology because he wasn't familiar with it. So did he miss out on the Facebook and all the different technology stocks? Yes. But did he know his core competencies, his core understanding of basic principles? He did. And he practiced them, whether it was Coca-Cola. I think he owns a lot of Apple, or he did, or I don't know. But that's a little bit different. I mean, it's still technology, but he's using it. Whenever you use something, you see the benefits for you personally. That's probably a good sign that that's something you need to put money into. But that's a whole different story. But with the revolution of crypto, you got to understand that need to know. If you're like me, 67, have spent 50 years from age 17 growing up dyslexic and ADD, it's a weird combination. Does it present challenges? You better believe it. Another video, another time. I'll take you through that. I know pain. I know trauma. I know stress. I know that technology has accelerated me because I don't have to be concerned about misspelling words. There is technology, whether it's Grammarly, Siri, Alexa, whatever it is, that has helped.
Whatever It Is by Zach Brown Band from Spotify.
Off. Alexa, off. You got to be careful what you say. So anyway, let me get focused again. Okay. So I use technology to spell. But back before that it was a fear, it was a shame that every email, when email did come in, that I would send out, had many misspelled words. And I would be judged not too smart or, like I thought, stupid. But it's just because I thought that way. I thought that way. I didn't know how to leverage dyslexia. I didn't know how to leverage ADD. So I used pills. I used depression. I used trauma through that. But every single time you go through a dark time or trauma, you have an opportunity to grow. PTSG, post-traumatic stress growth. Look at yourself. Look at the times you're in the middle of a storm. Nobody loves storms. We don't love when we're in the middle of it. But once we get through it, every storm has an ending. Every storm ends. What lesson did you learn? When you reflect, I think, I journal, I plan. That's my morning. I think, I journal, I plan. And that has been getting up at 3 o'clock in the morning, going to bed at 8. And if you figure that out, that's pretty close to 7. That's my routine. That's my habit. And I do it every single morning. Even last night, I missed pretty much the 3/4 of the game, but I saw the highlights this morning. So did I see it live? No, but I did see highlights. I got to see the summary of sorts. I tell you to use technology. I tell you that technology can help you win. Generational. Because the next year, there's going to be more change than you've ever seen in your entire life. And if you're sitting there wondering what AI is going to do to your business, you're going to be on the outside wondering what happened. You want to be leaning into it, need to know, find out how you can use AI to use in your business to leverage, to create that generational wealth. Because you can do it with crypto, you can do it with AI technology, you can do it with the entrepreneurial revolution, being a creator. You can create digital assets at a rapid rate. Can't just put a video out there once a month. I ain't going to do it. It will never get optimized because people are creating content around the world. And you have to understand that if you don't have a system, a strategy to create it like we do with our podcasting academy, we have coming up February 5th, we have our first group of 20 drivers. People are going to leverage these 5 mega trends. They're going to be coached, strategized, helping you through 1 hour a week. 20 people get together and we help you navigate through the 10 steps. Let me give that to you. Yes, it's about time. Oops, there, let me see. We do this on StreamYard. StreamYard's a wonderful platform. And I'm going to give you, oh, well, it moved. There we go. Okay. So you can get our KPI ecosystem at pkane.me/masterclass. That's my gift to you. That's our 10 steps. That's every single one of those steps is scalable. You got to think scale, grow 10x. Every dollar you spend on marketing should give you a 10-to-1 return or more. And if you don't do it. Like my friends at BNI always say, hey, I got my money back. That's the wrong thinking. Can't just get your money back dollar for dollar. You got to get a 10x return because that's the new economy. BNI was good when it started. Now it's a waste of time. A waste of time. Hour and a half, 2 hours each week, hearing everybody say their 1 minute over and over again. And then you got to do one-on-ones with people and you waste an hour there and you pass leads because you're pressured to pass leads instead of you want to pass leads. You want to help people. You try to do business with everybody in the BNI and everybody lowers their prices because you're friends with everybody. So your margins are low. Your time is precious and you can't waste that time today. You waste it and you think locally and you don't think globally, you're missing an opportunity of a lifetime. And you're going to wake up going, man, did I waste a lot of time thinking locally, doing business with a few people in your group instead of what it was intended to be. Now, having one person per group, that doesn't work anymore. That's scarcity thinking. Abundant thinking is if Joe is better than Bill, I want to do business with Joe, not because Bill is in my group. but you're pressured to do that. So you kind of behind the scenes do business with somebody else because you don't believe in that person. And because that person holds that seat, protects that seat, nobody else can come in under that classification. The system is broken, broken. And if you don't understand that we're in a global economy and you keep thinking locally and acting locally, you're going to miss the opportunity. It's going to fly by you because time is your most precious asset and you got to use it wisely. You got to create digital assets. You have to think entrepreneurial, global. You have to understand the crypto revolution of currency. You have to leverage AI, and everything is mobile. Everybody around the world has a supercomputer in their possession. They can Google you in seconds. And if they Google you and they don't find you, you ain't going anywhere with that person because that person wants to see that you're relevant. They want to consume 7 hours of you. They need to make 11 buying signals and they have to see you on 4 different platforms. If they do, click, the brain switches. They know, like, and trust you. They're more likely to do business with you. It's a system that Daniel Priestley and Dent educate you on. Don't take my word for it. Some of you might not even know me. Google Daniel Priestley. Google, let me see here. Yeah, here we go. Buy this book, Key Person of Influence. Buy this book, Entrepreneurial Revolution. Buy this book. This is Strategy by Seth Godin, written 21. This is 23rd book. Buy this book by Jeff Bourgeois. Leveraging ChatGPT in your business. Simple, effective AI solutions for entrepreneurs. Buy these books. Invest in yourself. Learn, grow, and be able to recognize these trends. Create your assets. You can see the first step because the steps are this. I'm going to go down them first for the book, then I'm going to go down the 10 steps. The book is plan, problem, promise, purpose, prioritize, ponder possibilities, proclaim, package, publish, and promote. Those are the 12 P's to put your authoritative book out there. Because you got to have a book. You got to have something that people can consume of you. It's like a business card, but more towards giving people that opportunity. In each of our books, we teach our community to leverage this KPI ecosystem. Each one of these is scalable. Each one of these is profitable for you, so you can earn money while you're building your business. While you don't have to create your own masterclass, your own ecosystem. Plug into our community. And when you learn assessments by Daniel Priestley, you can get your first one for free. Then when you do like I did, you get 3. Then you keep pushing and learning and leveraging what they have to do. They have an accelerator program. Number 2 is podcasting, online courses, digital assets. Number 3 is high performance coaching. You need a guide. I don't care who you are. Every single person that is performing at the highest level has a coach because they recognize that makes the difference. If you don't have a coach, you're missing opportunity, period. If you're not using high performance coaching, you're missing an opportunity. Brendan Bouchard is the best. He's been doing it for 20 plus years. He has a high performance certification coaching which is a framework he's used for 20 plus years. Our coaches use that because we teach you a half hour of high performance coaching. Then we teach you how to leverage the ecosystem, to activate your book, to be in a magazine. Let me see. Here we go. To be in a magazine like Kennesaw Happenings. You want to get one? Go to Amazon and order one. There's 32 stories in there. I bet you 30 of them don't even know they're in there. But we had to have something for you to see. Something. And let me put something up that'll help you. Yeah, go into pkne.me/magazine and you can see one. Then you want to do a buying signal. You're interested in being a part of our community. You want to leverage these 5 trends. You want to be coached every week for 1 hour for 12 weeks. You want to activate a authoritative book. You want to be part of the magazine and 20 people. In there is the ecosystem plus your story. So each person has a story in the magazine. Each person is part of a community because we publish, we podcast, we publish, and we build communities. The communities are 20 people that get together every week for 1 hour. 8 o'clock in the morning, we have a certain day, and we coach you on strategy. You get to bond with 20 people. You get to find your accountability partner that you connect with. You're part of 2 groups of 10 people, and we have a whole strategy for that. That's a podcast for another day. And you can be a part of that. Check out our magazines. You want a magazine in your area? Then give us a buying signal. $7.50. Let me go to this. Oops, no, let me hold on. Go to opportunity, enroll at pkane.me/opportunity. And let me give you this. You want to check out our magazine. Our assessment. You want to Daniel Priestley, key person of influence. You got to use assessment. That's our number 1. I said our number 2 is podcasting. 3, high performance coaching. 4 is the magazine. 5 is live events. 6 is our brand ambassador. 7 is live events. Growth day. Number 5 is growth day. Let me see if I can do this. Hold on here. I'm going to move this out of here, and I'm going to show you growth day. Let me see. Share. Yep. There we go. Okay. Now you're going to see growth day. So let me go to the home here. Let me go back here to where I can. Okay. Here we go. Okay. So this daily fire is move forward as if Brendon Bouchard, the number 1 coach in the universe, has 500,000 people in his community right now. These are thrivers. These are people that practice growth streaks. That's 5 things that they do every single day. And so when you look at this, so here is after this podcast, I will be doing this. So I listen to the Daily Fire. I fill out the mindset prompt. A day in the recent life that just seemed to so bless here's my dyslexia coming out. A day in my recent life that just seemed so blessed or perfect was, capture that moment. Here is the daily checklist. I breathe, I do growth strengths, and I finalize my 5 goals. That's carried over. This is Mel Robbins. Mel is going to talk to you about everyday purpose. So that's 6 minutes there. Then you're going to score your day. You have 10 prompts, clarity, and it goes through clarity, influence, mood, movement, different things that you have to score to measure your day. And when you do that, you get a streak. So I've done it since we started. It's 3.0. So you look at learning. Look at this. This is available in one app, one community. Coaching dashboard, first of the month mastery replays, power of this was a coaching session. Natalie Ellis, Boss Babe, start your dreams. Here's Start a Movement Masterclass, high performance, level up with leadership with Brendan, influence course, motivation manifesto, bringing out the best in others masterclass, transforming trauma. And I can go down and see all this available to you to grow. You grow personally, your business grows. You plug into this community, you're part of strivers, you're part of growth streaks, you're part of a strategy to create the magic in you. When you create the magic in you, anything is possible. Anything is possible. I go down here, journal. So I have my morning prompt, morning mindset, evening mindset, growth prompts, weekly review, and monthly review. All of it is in one place. Community, I have the community feed, people that comment on everyday purpose. The chat, there's a chat feature, and there's a meetup feature. We do a meetup. Here's our meetup, Creating Power Habits to Succeed in 2025. That's ours, Pete Kane, right there. That starts 9. Ooh, 9. I didn't even know that. 9 RSVPs. So this is what we do on Wednesday at 3 o'clock. You want to join us? I'll give you something at the end here. Life scores. Okay, so here's your life scores. So scoring yourself, your checklist, and your notes. Your notes break down into daily 5 courses, events, feature videos, meetups, and challenges. Look at all challenges you take, 5-day challenges. Now, I haven't, since the new one, I've taken some challenges, but 3.0 was just introduced a week ago. So if this is something that you want, well, then here's your opportunity. Try it for 7 days. Have Brendan coach you every single day for 7 days. See the impact he makes on you. See how he can create the magic in you. Apply that framework. Do the growth streaks. Put your list together. Check out some of the courses. Learn, grow, and get better. And make personal development an intentional daily thing, because personal development is your secret sauce. It'll give you the growth that you need to grow yourself and your business by 10x, really 100x. Because I tell you, you invest in yourself, you're the best investment you can ever make, period. So go to petekane.me/growth day. Then email us at support@petekane.me for a free Mindset Goals Habits. Mindset Goals Habits. We want to give this to you. Now, this is a brand ambassador, affiliate, whatever you want to call it. So you, being number 5 on our ecosystem, can earn money helping people grow. How cool does that sound? Help people grow, and you can grow financially. So, as I said, Growth Day. Then we have Brand Ambassador. We compensate our people for sharing. We would rather pay our community, people that believe in us, than to go elsewhere to pay people to promote us. That's just the way we feel. Send out cards is number 8. I've been doing it for 10 years. That's personal, educational, motivational, inspirational cards that we keep our community, our coaches, our clients. We stay top of mind, and we do it with a system that's scalable. Most people use it. It's behind the scenes on most people's operation. Here it's our 8th step. 9 is the AI model, being able to learn how to leverage. Jeff, through Catalyst Crew, has 24, I believe, at this point, strategies for small business owners. Gives you the free course to give you an idea of what it does. You got to always, it's got to be a need to know. You got to educate yourself. Don't expect anybody to educate you. It's up to you. The magic is in you. So learn how to leverage AI. Learn how to apply it to your business. And that's the opportunity for generational wealth. And the last one is social media amplification. That's where we haven't even used that strategy. That's what we do for 12 weeks. Not every strategy you're going to want to employ right away. We get your cash flow going immediately, because without cash flow, you're done. So you got to start thinking cash flow. And Jeff has a cash flow club, and there's other things that's a whole separate thing, but you got to understand cash flow. Stop spending money on a website that doesn't create any cash flow now. That can come later. There's a time and place in your strategy. The number one thing is you've got to bootstrap your business now and make sure that every single dollar you spend, don't do a one-to-one like B&I will talk. Hey, I got my money back. It ain't good enough. You got to 10x it. Are you getting 10x your investment back? Figure in your time. That's the most precious asset. Everybody only gets 24 hours. How you use your 24 hours, working hard and staying busy, doesn't get it done. You have to be on purpose and you have to be productive. That's what we teach in our community. So, you want to be part of our community? Okay, let me give you this. Okay, so our community, no, let me see. Here it is. Invest in You is $750 plus $50 a month for Growth Day. That's a 12-week transformational journey where we're going to activate your authoritative book. We're going to put you in this magazine, your story. You're going to be with a community of 20 people. 20 people once a week for 12 weeks. We even have, for those that are really aggressive and really want to be bold, we have other options to join from our other groups to come in and spend another hour a week. But that's your choice. Doesn't cost you anymore, but it's just a more accelerated track. So that's available. We have everything you need to absolutely create generational wealth for you and your family. I hope we can see you in our group. And if you're interested and you want to just start the journey and take an assessment, you haven't been on my podcast, take an assessment at pkane.me. And then once you take that assessment, I give you the master class, understand our 10 steps. And our 11th step, our bonus, is buying back your time with Team Trexa. So, hope to see you. I hope you will be bold. First, podcast, publish, and build communities. That's what we do. Be bold, make an impact, and have fun.